Hi guys and welcome to Drive Spark. I'm Promeet and today we are back in Bangalore testing another vehicle, and what you see over here might look like a very familiar vehicle to you because this is the Kia Carens Clavis, but this is no ordinary Clavis. This, as you can see, has a green plate, so this is the Kia Carens Clavis EV. This is the fourth EV product from Kia, and as you can see, the vehicle looks very familiar. So the overall design and some of the features also remain the same as the IC variants, but there are some changes that the company has done to this vehicle. So let's quickly begin this video and I will tell you everything you need to know about this electric MPV. So let's start talking about the front end. As you can see, the front end looks very similar. Obviously, you get this connected DRL. This is not glowing right now, but this obviously glows when you use the parking or the headlight switch on. You get these headlights over here, obviously full LED. Now, this is your fog lamp on either side. And what you get right over here are active flaps. So whenever the car requires some air or it needs to cool down something, this thing opens up and this thing shuts down when it's not required. So hence, it becomes slightly more aerodynamic. We have a front parking camera. This is the place where you charge the vehicle from. As you can see over here, you get a charge indicator. Right now it's full. This is for your AC charging and the below port is for your DC charging. Since this is an EV, obviously you get a frunk space as well. And you can see you get a 25 liter of frunk space. If you can just get the camera a little closer, I'll show you. So this is the 25 liter frunk space. That is your V2L connector. Oh, okay, here you go. So you can connect this over here and you can power your devices, and that is your standard charger that you get with the car. Obviously there is some amount of space so you can keep some back. 25 liters is what you get, and the best part is you get hydraulic struts with this, so you don't have to keep the bonnet open with your hand or find the stick to basically hold it at place. Now let's move on to the side profile and I will tell you more about that. So, as you can see from the side profile also, the car looks exactly like the IC variant. Now, what you get different are these alloy wheels over here. Now, these are diamond cut machined alloy wheels. Obviously, they have an aero kind of a design to reduce the drag. And the tire profile on this is 215/55R17. You also have a 16-inch alloy wheel that you get on the lower variants. Now, you see you get body colored ORVM, integrated indicator right over here. Then you have your cameras on the ORVM on either side. That's a part of the 360-degree camera. Plus, you get body cladding all over. You get this silver kind of a finish over here. Again, body colored door handles. Roof rails are present over here, and you can see you also get a big quarter panel. And obviously you can see the size of the rear door. It is pretty big. So this is actually a very long car. Again, if you come over here, you can see that the tail lights wrap around over here on this side of the fender. And if you move to the back of the vehicle, where you can see you get the Carens Clavis EV badging. Obviously, in the Carens Clavis, you just have the Clavis badge, but this also has the EV badge. You have the Kia badging right over here, and you have the connected LED tail lights, like just you have the connected LED DRLs at the front. Wiper with a washer, defoggers, high stop mount light, a shark fin antenna, and you can see this gets a spoiler as well. Now, let's quickly open the boot. So that is another camera. That's your fourth camera with the third row up. Now this is a 7-seater, and you can see with the third row up, we have a lot of space. You can either put the suitcase like this or you can put it like this. And apart from that, you can also keep either another suitcase or 2-3 couple of small bags. So with the third row up, you get almost 216 liters of boot space, and you can even fold this down completely so that you can get a little more space if you're 5 people traveling with luggage. And the boot lid is not that heavy and it's easy to close. Also, you can see the lower part of the bumper is finished in black, and you get the same kind of treatment over here. Now, this is a plastic cladding that actually is coated in that silver accent. You get it at the front and at the back, and overall the car looks really nice. The color that you see over here is a new color that has been added by Kia, and this is called the Ivory Silver Matte color, and the Clavis EV is available in 6 color options as well. So how did you like this matte ivory silver finish color? Please mention on the comment section. And with this, we complete the exterior of the car. Now let's move on the inside and I'll tell you more about that. So now we will go to the third row. Now before going, let me show you a couple of things that remain the same. Is first, you get ample amount of space. Now you also get a big panoramic sunroof over here. You get a table over here that you can keep your phone, or you can eat over here, work over here. You have manual boss mode. Now this manual boss mode basically only moves the seat front and back, and you can see you get a smart pocket to either keep your phone. Over here, that's not present because you get this smart air purifier that's already been carried from the IC variant. This is your knob to operate the AC vents for the second and the third row. And over here, what you see, you get an AC 250 watt 16 ampere socket. So the vehicle to load feature not only is on the outside of the vehicle, but you also get it on the inside. You get two Type-C charging ports over here that are really nice. Also, you get a manual sunshade for the second row. Silver finish accents all over. This is the AC vent. And let me just quickly go to the third row. From this side, I'll show you there's one more feature on this seat. So let me just come on the other side of the car. If you see over here, there is a button. Now this is a one-touch tumble button, and it's very easy for the passenger who's gonna sit. So once I press this, notice this lever move automatically. This is an electronic lever. This can also be adjusted manually, but once I press this, there you go. That is how simple it is to fold the seats. Now let me go on the third row, and if I close this, and if I fold this up, well, I don't have much space, but this can move slightly forward. I mean, my height is 6'1" for reference, so that's why I'm not being able to fit. My knees are absolutely brushing against the seat. You can see the difference between this seat and this seat. This button also helps you to adjust the backrest of the seat wherever you want it, or you can do it manually as well. So you have both options, electric and manual. So this completes the second and the third row. Now let's move to the first row and show you what all features do you get in the Clavis EV. So now we are at the front row of the Clavis EV, and again a lot of things remain similar. Now first of all, let us talk about the screens. Now you get two screens, 13.3, 13.3, a total of 26.6 inches of screen. It's a slightly curved screen, so it looks good. Also, you get soft touch material on the dashboard right over here, on the door panels. Now you get 64 colors that you can choose from. You get an auto dimming IRVM. You get a sunglass holder. Now that's your vanity mirror for the passenger, but the driver does not get a vanity mirror. And you get a two-spoke steering wheel, the same steering wheel that you've been seeing on Kia cars. This is adjustable for tilt. So right below your light stock, you get your gear lever stock, and obviously the gear lever has been moved from here. That is how the key of the vehicle looks like. Now you can lock the car, unlock the car, start the car, and obviously open up the boot. And if you just look over here, now this is a cup holder. This can be closed. You get these two push buttons. So what this does is, so if you keep this over here, this will be moving. Just press this, and there you go. This thing pops out like this, and you can secure your drinks or anything that you have kept over here. This can be closed. Storage space right over here. Storage space right over here. Storage space on the door panels as well. And if you see, you get a Bose surround sound system that is on the top end variant. So that has been also carried over from the IC variant. Now, these are some buttons that you get. You get ventilated seats on either sides. This is your parking sensor button. This is your parking view button. You also have a 360-degree camera, as you can see right over here. Auto hold is there. Then you have hill descent, and this is for your ventilating seats for the driver's side. Now, charging options at the front, you get a 12-volt socket right here, Type A, Type C, and a wireless charger as well. Now, if you see this screen, now this is another screen. This is not complete screen, but this is a touch panel. Now, right now, you have the AC control selected over here. But if you see, if you just press this button, now you have the infotainment button as well. So now the infotainment and the AC switches can be controlled both from here, and that's a really good thing, and it saves up space, and obviously it looks cool as well. Now, as I mentioned, you have a lot of buttons on the steering wheel. Your drive mode buttons are here. The left hand side is to control your ADAS features. The right hand side is control the infotainment system, and the screen can also, this cluster can also be controlled through here. There are paddle shifters over here. Now these paddle shifters are not to shift gears. Now these paddle shifters are to increase and decrease the regen modes. You have 4 modes over here for regen, and the 4th mode is the iPedal mode, that is the single pedal driving. So overall, the cabin is very nice. And yeah, before I go, you have the driver's seat that can be adjusted 4-way. It's an electronic seat, but the passenger seat is a manual seat. So yeah, that was the cabin of the Clavis EV. And if you have anything that you want to ask about this, please let us know in the comment section, and let us also know what is one of the best features that you liked about this cabin. Before I move on to driving the car, I would like to tell you that the interiors also get two color options. You have a black and white and beige that you can see right over here. So now let's quickly drive the car, and I will tell you how is the Clavis EV to drive. So now let's quickly buckle up, and we are at the driving seat of the Carens Clavis EV. This is the center console. Well, the gear lever, as I mentioned, is not over here. This is your gear lever. So you have to press this EV button to start and stop the car. This is your start stop button. That's in D. This is your P. So if you press this, park engages, and this is your neutral. So if you just do this, there's neutral. If you turn this, then you have D, and if you turn this completely down, you have your reverse mode on. So now let's put it on D, and let me just explain you the drive mode. So there are three drive modes, as you can see: Sport, Eco and Normal. We'll first keep it at Eco, then we'll go to Sports, and then we'll go to Normal. So let's quickly start driving. So there are two battery options. One is a 42 kilowatt hour battery, and the other one is a 51.4. So what we are driving is the extended range, that is the 51.4 kilowatt hour battery pack. And if you talk about the power figures, well, the standard battery pack, that is the lower variant, that produces around 132 bhp, and this one produces 168 bhp of power, and the torque figures remains the same for both, that is at 255 Nm of peak torque. Well, 0 to 100, we'll do a 0 to 100 timing. Well, they haven't specified any particular timing, but we'll do it, and you can check it out on our Instagram post and our YouTube shorts. So we'll be doing a 0 to 100 over there. Now, as I mentioned, there are three driving modes: Eco, Comfort and Normal. So right now we are at Eco. Let me just quickly shift to Normal. So as you change the mode, you see that the theme of the cluster also changes. Well, the acceleration is pretty nice. So 160, almost 168 bhp is a lot of power. Overall, I would say it's a very good car. So a lot of things are same as the IC variant of the Clavis, but a lot of things have changed, especially the battery pack, and obviously it has become full electric now. So let me talk about the suspension. Now the suspension has been reworked upon, since you now have the battery pack that sits under the car. Car has become slightly more heavier, but they have tuned the suspension very, very well. So the body roll is very well contained. There is slight amount of body roll. I will not say there is no body roll, but I mean, you cannot feel it that much. However, if you're sitting on the third row, then obviously you will feel it a little bit. But the second and the first row that we are in right now, that is very nice. Overall, the steering wheel also feels good. It weighs up slightly when you change the mode. So Eco, it becomes slightly light, and on Sport mode, it becomes a little heavier. And the best part is that you can keep it on Normal. In the Normal mode, you can also overtake pretty quickly. But in the Sport mode, as you can see right now, this is not your RPM, but this is showing the charge and the power. And if I just floor it, you see within no time you reach the triple digit speeds. There is level 2 ADAS as far as safety goes, and as you can see right now, there is no lines, but it's still, I don't know why, identifying lines. And it is the lane keep assist is on. It's saying keep your hand on the steering wheel, but it is giving some steering input on its own. Apart from that, if you talk about safety a little bit, 6 airbags are standard across, and you have level 2 ADAS that has almost 20 features. So yeah, it is a pretty safe car as far as safety goes. Now let's talk about the range of it. Now, range and charging, so I will talk about the charger that comes with the car first. So that's a 3.3 kilowatt hour charger, and that charger actually will take around maybe say 14 hours to 15 hours to charge. That's an emergency charger, but you can also get a 7.4 AC fast charging. So the 7.4 kilowatt charger will charge the car in around 6.5 hours, and the extended version with the same charger, that is the 7.4 kilowatt hour, will take around 8 hours to charge. Well, you also have an 11 kilowatt hour charger option. Well, the 11 kilowatt hour charger option will take 4 hours for the standard one and around say 4 hours 45 minutes for the extended range, and these are from 0 to 100. Now you also have DC fast charging, that is 100 kilowatt charging, so that from 0 to 80% this can charge the car in just 39 minutes, and that is really fast. Well, obviously you have a 60 kilowatt hour charger present as well, but the 60 kilowatt hour charger, we are not exactly sure how much time will it take. I'm assuming for the extended version it might take around, say, maybe 1.5 to 2 hours between that, and again that's a really good thing. So these are the charging options. And if we talk about the range of this vehicle, well, in the standard one, in one full charge you can actually do around 404 kilometers. With the extended range version, that is what we are driving today, the claimed range is around 490. So realistically, if you drive with a light foot and a little bit of consciousness, and if you use the iPedal mode, I'll just show you what the iPedal mode and what these paddle shifters do. So that can give you up to around 400 kilometers on one single charge, which is again not bad. So you have paddle shifters as well over here, but these paddle shifters are not to change gears. But right now you can see you have the iPedal mode. So iPedal mode is basically the single pedal driving mode, and if you reduce this, then you see you have level 3 of regen, level 2 of regen, level 1, and then you can switch it off as well. So there are 4 modes. The 4th mode is the iPedal mode. So once you lift the brake, you can see it automatically brakes. You don't have to hit the brake, and within city you can use this mode, and this will obviously help you gain a little bit of more charge due to regen, and it will help you last the battery a little longer from whatever charge you are in. So yeah guys, this was the Kia Carens Clavis EV, and very good car, very good suspension, very decent amount of powers. 0 to 100 it comes in no time. I'll just quickly, if I get a small patch over here, let me just quickly accelerate and show it to you. There you go, we already touched 80, 90 and 100. So it takes no time to reach triple digit speeds. We've already done like 140, 150 kilometers per hour. We've not tested a top speed, but this car is pretty decent. Well, however, you will not take this car and go around corners very fast, because this is an electric MPV now. So if you have any other questions regarding the powertrain and the battery and anything, you can let us know in the comment section. So if you have anything else to ask about the range and the charging infrastructure and the charging facilities of this, you can mention in the comment section. So guys, this was the all-new Kia Carens Clavis EV, and once again let me tell you the pricing of this vehicle. So the price of the vehicle starts at 18 lakh rupees ex-showroom and goes all the way up to the 24.5 lakh rupee mark. The 24.5 lakh rupee mark is for this. This is the top of the line variant, and you get a ton of features with this vehicle. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe to all our social media channels. If you want to know anything else about the Clavis EV, let us know in the comment section and we will get back to you on that. Until then, I'm Promit signing out. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe and drive safe.